Yes, North Carolina getting answers for people living in Raleigh's Boylan Heights neighborhood. People there contacted us concerned about a crosswalk on Western Boulevard and South Boylan Road. Our Kelly Kennedy back on the story tonight. She joins us with an update from the DOT. Kelly?
Yeah, if you take a look behind me, you can see there is a pedestrian crosswalk here at this intersection, but one of the biggest complaints I've been hearing from residents is that it just isn't visible enough to drivers. And when I took these complaints to DOT a couple of weeks ago, they didn't seem to be too aware of the problem. But as you'll see, things have changed since then. People living in Boylan Heights tell me this fence separating Western Boulevard from the neighborhood has seen its share of accidents.
There's been a couple of cars recently just barrel through the barrier fence between Boylan and Western, and it's only a wooden fence, so I'm a little worried about kids playing in the neighborhood.
The other concern, anyone walking through the pedestrian crosswalk.
I go across that street almost every single morning. I'm very worried about the left-hand traffic coming down so quickly. It's very hard to catch those cars coming down because it's hard for pedestrians to see them, number one, but it's also hard for the cars to see pedestrians. So it's just kind of a dangerous corner there.
2 weeks ago, I took these concerns to Steve Abbott with NCDOT. He told me he hadn't heard much on the issue. That's changed since our first report. Since then, you guys have heard from a lot of residents, and I think you met with the city, you said?
Yeah, the DOT and the city got together to look at what we can do to make that improvements there, and they're going to work on something. They haven't figured out all the details yet to improve the vision coming off of Boylan and around the corner there if you're coming from the downtown area going out towards the Beltline. And then also we'll look at the signal, traffic signal that is already in place for pedestrians and see if there's any upgrades we could do there.
Abbott says that could mean a few things: adding flashing lights to warn drivers of the crosswalk or removing vegetation. Changes he hopes to see in the next few months. Now, I did receive some statistics from DOT. There were 31 crashes from this intersection here at South Boylan to Hunt Drive on Western Boulevard from May 2015 until January of this year. Now, I did check with the city because they had mentioned to us during our last report that it could be possibly included in the master plan for Dix Park. They said they don't have any concrete plans right now. They expect to know more at their first open house meeting on the park, and that's going to be held sometime in November. Reporting live in Raleigh, Kelly Kennedy, CBS North Carolina.